Hi, my name is Carlos. I'm here with the creator of Animaniacs, Ruegger.
Hey, Carlos.
Hi. What inspired you to make the Warner Brothers into a cartoon?
I wanted to do a cartoon show that had kids in it that were rambunctious, and they sort of defied wicked authority figures. They're not mean-spirited at all. The Warners are very positive and friendly, and it's just when they run into characters that are sort of pushy and bullies and negative characters that they sort of want to turn the tables and hoist them by their own petard.
You little goons have been bothering me ever since I sat down. Do you know who I am?
No? Do you know who I am?
No.
Then we're even.
What was it like to work with Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg, inspiration, very smart, clever, creative guy. I started working with him back in 1989 on Tiny Toons. He was very excited to make his first animated series. He wanted it to have the quality of a feature film, animated feature film. So he was very inspirational and very excited when we were a big hit. And thankfully, Tiny Toons was a big hit, and that allowed me to go make Animaniacs, which was creatively just a great experience.
What was your favorite cartoon when you were little?
Well, when I pitched Tiny Toons to Mr. Spielberg, I told him what my favorite cartoon experience would be when I was a kid. And it was when on TV, the Warner Brothers shield came up, and the head of Porky Pig would be in the center of the screen, and Daffy Duck would be leaning out from behind him, photobombing him. And I always knew that cartoon was going to be crazy because I knew Daffy was nuts. So I loved the Warner Brothers cartoons. I loved Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig. And then I really loved all the Hanna-Barbera shows, Quick Draw, Huckleberry Hound, and Yogi Bear.
How was it working on Freakazoid?
Freakazoid was a lot of fun. It's one of the zaniest cartoons we made back in the 90s at Warner Brothers. He's, of course, a superhero that has been swept into the internet, and his brain is sort of frazzled with all sorts of minutia and trivia that no one really cares about. And so it allowed us as the writers and creative people to just really go out there and be nutty. And I think a lot of people thought the show was truly nuts, and they didn't really understand it, but we liked making it.
Do you want to see something strange and mystical?
No! Get out of here with that watch! Lay off the poor beavers, will you? Jeez! You're a creep! Go away! We're having a good time until you showed up, jeepers! Go have some coffee with cream or something! Because I'll tell you something! This is a happy place!
Was it fun to animate, like, all the shows you made and stuff? Was it fun?
It was fun. When I first started out as an animator, it was a lot of work, and I really wasn't very good at it, so I had to really work hard, and I would take it home at night. I would work all weekend. It was very challenging as a first-time animator. But then I shifted into writing, and I kept drawing the whole time, but I did writing, I story edited, and I became producer of a show called A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, which got me the job as the head of the production of Tiny Toons, because Mr. Spielberg saw A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, and he liked the zaniness and the extreme animation, like Tex Avery type wild takes. And he said, okay, let's let this guy do Tiny Toons. So I had, I think, a lot of fun making Animaniacs, most of all, because it was so creatively free, and we were really, no one was really watching over us. We could just kind of make cartoons that we felt would appeal to everyone. So that was a great experience.
I would like to know, what is your favorite character that you have created?
That's a tough one. I can't give you just one. I'll give you a few. I love Baby Plucky. I love Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, and Pinky and the Brain, and Slappy and Skippy Squirrel. So now I could break it down and say, Dots, I love her because she's so cute and sassy. And I love Yakko because he's so verbally funny. And I love Wacko because he's so physically funny. I love the Brain because he never gives up. And I love Pinky because he's such a goofball. So to break it down to one character is too hard for me.
What was the difference between you working at Warner Brothers and at Disney?
Oh, good question. Warner Brothers was, of course, in the 90s, and Disney was in the 20 teens, like 2017. So, first of all, it was like a 25-year difference between those two studios. So they both have changed a lot. Warner Brothers, back then, we were still making everything on cell. So it was really old school. We were drawing everything. At Disney, where I was making a show called Disney's The 7D, which was about the Seven Dwarfs, everything was sort of being made on computer, but we were still drawing a lot. All the storyboards were drawn. We were doing a lot of drawing. They were very encouraging. I remember they said, with the 7D, please make one show. Don't make it like Animaniacs, which is like 30 different shows. So the 7D had to be really kind of about those 7D characters all the time.
We would like to thank Tom Ruegger for us interviewing him, and now back to the studio.